watch the replay. Now for doing the rice paper using napkins. Let me see. I've got this napkin. And again, I'm separating. This is a really pretty napkin. And I want to see, this has to be 2-ply. But it's, oh, there it is. But when you're taking these apart, not on this one, obviously, but hold on, let me just see. On all the others that I have used, this is one layer. Okay, this one does it. When you separate this one from the other 2 layers, oops, you can see, and I'll put it down on here, that this still has some sort of design on it. And that's what we want, as well as this. Don't throw these out. You save your 3rd layer, but use your 2nd layer. So, let's practice with this one. I'm going to start, where's my brush? And these are the ones that will be like a faux decoupage, faux rice paper. So I'm just applying this to the bottom. I mean the top. I've just got a guideline of where I'm going. And this time, I'm going to try and do this carefully. I'm going to fold it so that I can get access to it. Oh, where did I get the napkins? I've had napkins for so long, Betty. Various places. Some are online, some are Tuesday morning, some are from Mackenzie Child. And again, we've got these air bubbles we need to get rid of. Yes, it is, Donna. It's an envelope that I use to ship out some things. So from the center. Now I could have easily done this with the coffee, with the coffee, no. Joe, I can send you one. Please send me your address and I'll put one in the mail. And I'm doing this so I could have done this with the coffee colored one, with the burnt umber, raw umber, sorry. Don't worry, Donna. I'm sorry you keep losing power. So again, I'm just applying this like. Now with these, they might be a little bit difficult to get off. So I'm going to show you what to do. And it also adds a little bit of texture. Oops, I tore it. And that's okay. Let me just move that to hide the tear. See how I'm pushing these together like this? This will make it easier to peel off because this paper is really thin. You could do it on all sides, which is what I want to do because it will give it a uniform shape. And if you have wrinkles, that's great. If you notice, I am not worried about the wrinkles because these look like, they will look like fibers when this dries tomorrow. Well, overnight. Oh, you're welcome. So let me just finish putting this on. And again, I'm just going to hold the plastic down and just push this in rather than have a straight edge. And I think if I do it all over, I personally would like it better than a straight edge if I'm using it. So let me just turn this. And again, you're just pushing very, very gently. Now we can do this as well with a regular napkin. Just want to make sure I have everything here. It just makes it easier for me here. Yes, it is, isn't it, Betty? The straight edge just bothered me. I mean, remember, we're replicating decoupage paper. We're not making decoupage paper. So let's just put this one down. Hopefully Camille won't walk all over it. And let's do another one. Let's do the ballerina. Is it the ballerina? Yes, this one. Now, if you do this, I'm going to use for the ballerina, I think some brown. Hi, Chanel, how are you? Joe, I will send you a napkin. You're not going to get a good picture. It's just a few pennies to send it out, so please don't worry. I'm going to do this in brown. because I think that's what will give us more of an aged. I think this is getting a bit too thick. Let me just mix it. And as I said, I am using distilled water. Not because from my research anyone said it's better. I just personally prefer using distilled water in my art. Let me just make sure. I've just seen some yucky, so I'm just getting them off. And let me just see. I'm just going to put this down. I found the easiest way to do this is by holding it like that. I'm going to have to go around the edges a little bit. Let me get some more. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Betty. Thank you for that. I'm going to start from the center again. Thank you, Donna. I have like 2 Tupperwares of napkins, and I sent G a couple of weeks ago. Now when you're doing this, notice how much white is in my background. Oops, see, I made a mess here. I was not gentle. Thank you, Hazel. Yeah, I'd love a dress like this. Actually, I would love to be able to draw a dress like this. I am not going to straighten any of the wrinkles because I know, besides the fact that I will tear the paper, just like I did here. And just doing the edges. It is very, very fragile paper. So again, I'm going to do the edges like this. again from the center. And look at all the wrinkles here. Sorry, I'm not talking, I'm just concentrating. So again, just mixing up, just removing the straight edge here. And you know, I'm not an expert at this. I might be adding too much paint, too much glue, but better too much than too little. And this for me is the easiest way to create a look. And this is what I was recommending to Gwen, oops, when she couldn't find the paper, the decoupage paper she wanted. Yeah, I do too, Hazel. I think straight is boring. So there I know I've kept you more than an hour. Do you guys want to stay? I was going to do a paper towel, which is basically, I mean, it's just the same thing. I'm just doing the edges. I prepared a few. I didn't know how long it would take me to do on a live, so I prepared a few. Yeah, I kind of like this with the edges like this, and also with the wrinkles. Because when you try decoupaging these papers, they are so thin, but the wrinkles will give it some body. Well, some what's the word? Will give it some texture. So it's just a piece of plastic, Pam. And hello, how are you? So I'm just going to put this down. I'm going to show you some of the ones I did earlier. I did this one, but it's still wet. I did this one. They're all still wet. I'm very well, Pam. And I did this one 2 ways. Let me just move this. This one is the top part of the napkin, and this is the second. This is the bottom part, and you can see chicks here. And I got a couple of holes, so I used paper towel just to see. And I do have another hole here, but that's okay. I did use some paper towels. I did not do the edges. I was lazy. Well, some of our ladies are scrapbookers and might want to learn to do things for their own work. I showed earlier, Pam, if you watch on the replay, decorating regular printing paper, and I did a cardstock and we added some flowers, and we added bits of flowers and thyme and some tea and some leaves, and then we one of our friends, Gwendolyn, is trying to find a decoupage paper for a project she's working on, and she asked me if I had any ideas, so we tried an idea for that, but I didn't care much for that idea. But I want her to see this idea, which will maybe help. See, this one might be a bit drier. I didn't do the edges. Let me see if I can pull. If this one is dry, I'll pull it out. Oh, no, it's not dry. And it's a good thing we did the edges. No, it's not completely. I was going to see. Yeah, I think so, Betty. So just trying out different things. Some things may work, some things may not. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to do a few more off camera, and tomorrow I'm going to undo them, if that's the word.